What's up, folks? It's the Sportsbook Killa, UFC 307. Don't miss it this Saturday. Should be good. This fight card doesn't look too strong, y'all. I'll be honest with you. I can't believe they couldn't put together a better fight card than this, but that's what we got. Let me give you guys a little brief report give y'all my report card for UFC Paris last week. My strong bets hit at only 50%. I was 2-2. I had Ludovic Klein to win, Omar C to win. Benoit St. Denis got upset, and Joanna Brito got upset. So I was 2-2 on that one. My strong UFC Paris picks and college football parlays, they hit at 50%. Two of them hit, two of them didn't, thanks to Mr. Benoit St. Denis and Joanna Brito. My prop bets hit at 80% out of 10. I was 8 out of 10 accurate, so I was 80% accurate on that one with my prop bets for UFC Paris. Now let's get on to UFC 307. Like I said, this fight card doesn't look that strong at all. They trying to cap it off with let's start off with the main event as I always do. The light heavyweight division champion Alex Pereira going up against Khalil Rountree Jr. This fight is going to be very interesting because both of these guys are very, very powerful. Khalil Rountree is super powerful in the first round, especially right around the first 6 or 7 minutes of a fight. Khalil Rountree Jr. is very dangerous. This guy throws power kicks, power punches, but after that, he starts to fade. His boxing is very good. He has a strong chin, but his cardio is very questionable, and his ground game is rather weak. I doubt Pereira will take him to the ground. Pereira likes to kickbox. I mean, Pereira is a world champion kickboxer. So, as a matter of fact, Pereira is a kickboxing black belt. He has KO power, very strong leg kicks. His ground game isn't that strong, so I think the fight will remain standing. But Pereira has a nuclear left hand. If he lands it, it's lights out. So, the only time, like I said, I'm going to take Pereira to win, no question. And I'm going to take a chance on the I may go with I'm thinking of going on the under. I'm going to take the under 2.5 round prop. I'm going to toss a little something on the under 2.5 round prop. And then maybe I'll put something on the under 4.5 round prop, depending on what the odds are on it. But definitely, I'll toss a little something on the under 2.5 round prop and see if these guys can get the fireworks going early and somebody get knocked out. But I definitely think Alex Pereira has a better shot at landing his left hand and putting Rountree out than Rountree does of landing a punch and putting Pereira out. So Pereira's the pick, and sprinkle a little something on the 2.5 round prop just in case you get an early stoppage. Next fight, we got the women's bantamweight division. This is a fight that I do want to see, though. Raquel Pennington going up against Julianna Pena. I like Julianna Pena. I do. I like her in this fight, too, and she's the underdog. She's almost a 2-1 underdog, as a matter of fact. Raquel Pennington is a very hard punch. Well, not very hard, but she's a hard puncher. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. She just got her brown belt not too long ago. Her ground game's not that strong, though. And she can box, though. She is a good boxer. I'll give her that. Julianna Pena is wrestling central. This girl loves to grapple. She loves to get in there, mix it up, grab you, take you down. She can do that all day long, and she's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. She has a very strong chin. She could take a beating. And she's a pressure fighter. She just keeps coming. Now, if Amanda Nunes didn't have the power to knock out Julianna Pena, I doubt Pennington will be able to do it. So I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop in this one. And I'm going to take Julianna Pena to pull off the upset and get this one. Next fight, we got the men's bantamweight division. Jose Aldo going up against Mario Bautista. This is a tough one, very tough. The only thing I could do, Jose Aldo, for one, he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, has good cardio, very strong leg kicks. He don't use his leg kicks as much lately, though. But he used to always use those leg kicks to cripple his opponent, and he kind of stopped doing that now as he's gotten older. I don't know what's going on. His boxing's good. He's a hard, versatile striker. But this guy, Bautista, he's 14-2. He is on a 6-fight win streak. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, very strong chin, and he has a decent ground game. Now, if Merab Dashweli couldn't take down Jose Aldo, I doubt Bautista will be able to. So I'm not even expecting the fight to go to the ground. I would be surprised if Bautista could take down Aldo. He has very good takedown defense. So I can see this fight being a stand-up fight. And I can most definitely see either one of these guys winning because I think Jose Aldo has probably the better striking. I really don't want to bet on this fight, but if I had to pick somebody, I would take a chance on the young Bautista. I wouldn't put a whole lot on him though. I would not bet a lot on this fight right here. I wouldn't bet a lot on this fight. I would focus more. I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop, and I'm going to take the over 2.5 round prop. And I may toss old Bautista in a parlay to see if he can win that close decision over Jose Aldo. Next fight, we got the women's bantamweight division. Ketlen Vieira going up against Kayla Harrison. Oh, my goodness. They feeding poor Ketlen Vieira to the wolves. To the wolves. Kayla Harrison is just going to annihilate this poor girl. It ain't too many that can stand in there and hang with Kayla Harrison. Her grappling is next level. She is a 6th-degree judo black belt. She has great takedowns, great ground game. You do not want to be on the you don't even want to be in the grasp. I don't even want to say you don't want to be on the ground with her. You don't even want to be in her grasp. That's just how good this girl is at grappling. Ketlen Vieira, she has good takedown defense, but I don't think it'll help her against Harrison. She has good boxing. She's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, and she has good cardio. I don't think none of that's going to help her right now. Kayla Harrison is a 10-1 favorite right now. They're roughly around the same age. Harrison's like 34 and Vieira's 33. I'm going Kayla Harrison all the way. She'll be the next UFC champ for sure, probably in bantamweight and in a featherweight. So I'll be taking Kayla Harrison to win, and I'll toss a little something on the under 2.5 round prop, and even less a little something on the under 1.5 round prop, just in case Kayla Harrison can get that early submission. Next fight, we got the men's middleweight division. Roman Dolidze going up against Kevin Holland. Now, this fight here is going to be interesting. And I feel bad with this pick because I'm going to go with Roman Dolidze. I am, to pull off the upset. Not because I think he can actually beat Kevin Holland, but I think Kevin Holland is just going to do something dumb to lose the fight to him. You know, I really do. I think Kevin Holland is the better striker here. No question. He's the better striker. He's going to have the better cardio. He's going to do a lot of things better. But Kevin Holland, for some odd reason, oftentimes will find a way to lose a fight. I watched the fight with Kevin Holland and Stephen Thompson, and he had a major advantage on the ground with Stephen Thompson. But every time they ended up on the ground, he would stand up and let Stephen Thompson back up so he could get knocked out striking. I thought it was absurd, and I didn't like it, so I'm not taking Holland on this one. Roman Dolidze, he's from the country of Georgia. He has a lot of heart. He's a hard puncher. He trains at Extreme Couture. His boxing's not that great, not as crisp and solid as Kevin Holland's, no question. But he does have good takedown defense, and he has a good ground game. Kevin Holland is a 2nd-degree Kung Fu black belt. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. His ground game's on point. He's good. But his fight IQ is what I just can't bet on. I'll take a chance and throw a little something on Roman Dolidze and see if he can do it, because I get annoyed when I bet on Kevin Holland and he's terrified to take a guy down and he's terrified to be on the ground with a guy when he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and has really good submissions. So I just can't bet on Kevin Holland. I'll go with Roman Dolidze in this one. And I don't expect everybody to agree with that. I understand Kevin Holland is more than likely the better fighter here. And usually I like to bet on the better fighter. But Kevin Holland, I'm not going to mess with him in this one. Next fight, we got the men's welterweight division. Stephen Thompson going up against Joaquin Buckley. Oh, boy. A 41-year-old Stephen Thompson, who happens to be a 5th-degree karate black belt and a Brazilian jiu-jitsu purple belt. This guy, Stephen Thompson, he has some fast kicks. He is a good striker, good boxing. He's good. Good, very good cardio as well. His ground game's rather weak, though. Joaquin Buckley, he's riding a 4-fight win streak. He is a hard striker, hard, versatile striker. Good boxing. I like his head movement when he boxes. He has a strong chin, and he shoots a serious double leg takedown. If he could get Thompson to the ground just a few times in this fight, it should be an easy win for Mr. Buckley. Right now, he's a 2-1 favorite. I'm going to go with Joaquin Buckley on this one. And this is based on, I don't think it'll be easy because Stephen Thompson can strike. He can strike. He is really good. His karate stance gives everybody nightmares. I'm going to go with Stephen Thompson, I'm going to go with Joaquin Buckley simply because he's 30 years old. He's 11 years younger than Stephen Thompson. And I think with his punching power and his ability to wrestle, he will be able to take Stephen Thompson down or at least get around that karate style and win this fight, hopefully. I'm also going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop on this one. Next fight, we got the women's strawweight division. Marina Rodriguez going up against Iasmin Lucindo. This should be a good striking match. If you guys like striking, these two ladies going to bring it. They going to bring it. Marina Rodriguez is a Muay Thai national champ, former Muay Thai national champ. She has very fast hands, good boxing. She's that tall, kind of lanky frame. She has some quick hands. She can move now. Her ground game's not that strong, though. Iasmin Lucindo, she's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, former Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu state champ. Very fast hands and a hard puncher. I'm going to lean Iasmin Lucindo on this one. I am, because Lucindo, even though she's 22 years old, she's fought some really good competition and held her own and beat some of them. Marina Rodriguez is 37 years old, and she's still good, though. She's still good, but I got to go with the young, hungry fighter here, and I'm going to go with Lucindo to win, and I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop. Both of these ladies' fights tend to last a while. Next fight, we got the men's middleweight division. Cesar Almeida going up against Ihor Potieria. I'm going to rock with Cesar Almeida in this one. I ain't going to put a whole lot on him, no. But the guy's a former world kickboxing champ with a strong chin. And he's good. He's good. His ground game's not that strong, no question, but he's a kickboxer. His takedown defense isn't all that great, but he's a kickboxer. Ihor Potieria is not a great wrestler, so he shouldn't have to worry about that. Potieria can box, though, and he is a hard puncher, but I got to go with Almeida in this one. I got to go with him. Not like I said, I'm not going to go too heavy on him. He's already a 4-1 favorite, but I'm going to go with Almeida to win this one. Next fight, we got the men's light heavyweight division. Ryan Spann going up against Ovince Preux, a 40-year-old Ovince Preux. I'm not going to rock with Mr. St. Preux. I'm not going to rock with Ryan Spann either. Like I told y'all the last time, ever since Ryan Spann was in the third round with Anthony Smith and had the fight, he could have won the fight, and chose not to throw a punch in the third round, I was through with him then. I can't bet on a fighter like that. No fighter who won't even throw a jab when all he has to do is throw a few jabs and win the fight. He didn't even do that. So I'm not going to rock with Ryan Spann. But if you want to bet on this fight right here, I'm guessing Ryan Spann will more than likely win. He has all the advantages. Ovince Preux, like I said, is 40 years old. He has a very low strike output. He is a hard puncher, but he doesn't punch that much. So Ryan Spann, if he can't beat a 40-year-old Ovince Preux, I don't know what to say. I don't know. But like I said, I'm laying off this fight. Only bet I'm going to make on this fight is that the fight might start the round. Oh, I'm going to take the prop bet that the fight starts the second round. That's it for me on this one. Good luck on that with you guys. The next fight, we got the women's strawweight division. Carla Esparza going up against Tecia Pennington, formerly Tecia Torres. Now this I want to see. I do. I'm going to sprinkle a little something on Miss Carla Esparza to get the wrestling going and get a few takedowns and maybe win this fight. Not a lot, because you can't put a whole lot on Carla Esparza, but I could see her getting a few takedowns and winning a close decision. I can. Tecia Pennington, she's a Taekwondo black belt. She's good. Very good striker. Good cardio. She's a fast striker, too. She got good, fast hands. Carla Esparza, great wrestling, great takedowns, great ground game, good cardio. Her boxing is weak, though. So that's the thing. This is striker versus grappler. And if Esparza can get a few takedowns, she could win this fight, because when she takes someone down, she does control them on the ground usually. It's hard for them to get back up against Esparza because she is a wrestler. She has all the wrestling moves on the ground. So I'm going to take Esparza to win, and I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop in this one. Carla Esparza usually takes a while to get her fights over with. Next fight, we got the men's welterweight division. Court McGee going up against Tim Means. I ain't fooling with the dirty bird on this one. Every time I bet on either one of these guys, they get knocked out. I ain't fooling with them. Neither one of them. Court McGee is 39 years old. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. He's on a 3-fight losing streak. He is a hard puncher. He has good takedowns, though. Tim Means, he's a versatile striker. He has a solid ground game, and he's a 2-1 favorite in this one. I'm not going to fool with this guy. I mean, Tim Means' record is 33-16-1, and Court McGee's record is 22-13. I'm just going to bet that the fight makes it to the second round, and I'll be sweating on that. I'll just take that bet. That's all I'm going to do on this one, y'all. Next fight, we got the men's lightweight division. Now, I don't know. The UFC doesn't have this fight posted, and DraftKings doesn't, but some sites have this fight posted. So I'll do a breakdown on it just in case this fight shows up. You got the men's lightweight division. Austin Hubbard going up against Alexander Hernandez. Austin Hubbard has good takedowns, good boxing, good ground game, and he fights he's with Team Elevation Fight Team, rather. Alexander Hernandez, he can box. His takedowns are rather weak, but he does have a strong chin, and he can box. This fight right here, like I said, with the records, I mean, Austin Hubbard is 16-7, and Alexander Hernandez is 14-8. I ain't fooling either one of these guys. Y'all can make your own decision on that. Maybe if I probably had to bet, I might lean Hubbard, but then my mind would start messing with me, and I might lean Hernandez. I'm not going to touch this one. I'm just going to go with the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop and hope the fight just lasts a long time. That's what I do on this one. So that's the breakdown for UFC 307. Take your time putting your parlays together. Good luck, folks.